Hey, this is Dave Gleason, head coach at Athletic Revolution in Pembroke, Massachusetts. I was just doing a little bit of programming for today, and I thought, wow, this is a great opportunity to make or to shoot a video on how we approach our programming here, specifically for our what we call our transformation classes, or our young athletes that are aged 14 and up. So if you want to develop world-class programming, or if you need any help, please, stay tuned and watch the rest of this video. So I think it'll really help you. First of all, I love this format. I use a template format. First of all, one of the reasons I love it is because by the end of this class, I'll have notes all over this thing on specific athletes, on the class as a whole, what certain athletes need to work on more, what I saw in them that day. Maybe one of the kids was having a rough day, and I want to make sure that I check in with them the next time that they're in. So I'll have that note when I look back on this for the next class that they're going to be on. So that's for one. Secondly, the template works for me because we have marching band members in here, we have hockey players, varsity soccer players, a pro skateboarder, we have a basketball player, the whole realm of athletes. This works for everybody in this class. It gets everybody to the next level. That's why I really think it's world-class programming. It's just the way that we set it up. Listen, as a youth fitness professional, you probably work off the same tools and the same modalities that I do. It's just how you structure it that's so important. And I think you realize that. So listen, so just to go through it real quick. The first thing that we look at is tissue quality. We use foam rollers a ton, especially for this age group in here. You're going to see a lot of generalities, obviously. Tight hip flexors, lack of mobility in the T-spine, tight hamstrings, glutes. So we'll work on that tissue quality, really get their bodies in good shape. Certain athletes will work on certain things more than others. And again, we can do that with this system here. In an Excel sheet, I just can't do that. There's not enough room. So I love that for this. Next, we work on range of motion, torso mobility, muscle activation. We're still getting the kids ramped up, the young athletes ready to go, turning on the muscle groups we're going to want them to use, in the next section of our workout, and certainly, all the time. We all know that glute involvement for young athletes is essential, so we do a lot of glute activation, torso mobility, that sort of thing. Next, we go into general prep. This is where we'll start in with our form walking, high knees, active quads, straight leg marches, all that kind of stuff. We'll certainly go into some light skipping patterns, jogging into 180s, 360s, side shuffles, getting them ready to go, after that, they're ready to go, and that's a great time, I feel like, that we can work on technique. So we will work on strength technique, we'll work on movement for proficiency and efficiency. It's a technique-based time, so the repetitions are low per set. We're working on quality. We'll back that up with similar activities, maybe sometimes the same one, but now we're working more on execution. So we're working more on systemic strength execution, power execution of acceleration, deceleration. So we'll put them through some activities that are going to challenge them. Sometimes they're more drill-based, sometimes they're more game-based. We'll finish that up with a little bit more flexibility and range of motion stuff. And if we have time, again, we play a game. We play tons of games in here because I want to be able to use the skill sets that they're working on in a game activity. It doesn't even have to be their sport or their activity that they engage in outside of our facility. I want them to have fun, and I want them to move freely after they've worked on those skills. Let it sit in a little bit, and we can wrap it up and talk about it a little bit after that. So, world-class programming starts with how you set things up. That just happens to be the template that I use. This type of a template and so much more can be learned through the IYCA, for instance, the International Youth Conditioning Association. If you haven't checked that out, their website is IYCA.org. If you really want to take your programming to the next level, check it out. It'd be totally worth it. So go out there, create some just awesome programs for your young athletes, and just go out there and get them, make them better. Thanks so much for watching. This is Dave Gleason, again at Athletic Revolution in Pembroke, Massachusetts. We'll see you again soon.